you know, I think we really had a chance. Like, they tried to warn us. Way back in 1922, they really tried to warn us. Like 2 separate journalists 100 years ago, one in Idaho and one in Texas. They both wrote absolutely hair-raising articles on the boat hound, a wretched beast stalking the woods of North America, an absolute bane to the continent. But apparently, their message must have just fell on deaf ears, because in 2023, hardly anyone knows what a boat hound is. So today, I'm going to pick up where those 2 journalists left off and warn you about this foul creature. Now, the first thing that you got to know about the boat hound is that there's actually a bit of disagreement out there regarding its appearance. Some people think that the beast looks a little bit like this. Basically exactly like a wooden rowboat, except with 4 big legs stuck to the bottom. And he's also got like a big giant mouth, kind of like an alligator's got, and strangely, 2 distinct sets of ears. One set that hears everything in front of the boat hound, and one that listens to everything behind him. Pretty wild, right? Oh, and by the way, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to tell the male boat hound apart from the female boat hound, but a good trick is just to take a look at their legs. See, female boat hounds have stripes that run down their legs, while the stripes on a male boat hound's legs actually run upwards. So just keep that in mind and you shouldn't have any trouble distinguishing the 2. And that's the basic appearance of a boat hound, according to most people. Although some people apparently also think that the boat hound looks like this, but don't worry about those crazy people. By and large, it's that alligator looking boat hound that you gotta worry about, specifically because of their diet. See, boat hounds, they aren't really interested in plants or meat or anything like that. No. Boat hounds subsist off a steady diet of rowboats. Yeah, if you've ever had a boat go missing, then there is a very good chance that a boat hound was to blame. See, they sleep all day long on the bottom of lakes just to come out at night and hunt for rowboats that someone might have forgotten to tie down. And they don't just chew up the boats into little pieces either. No, a boat hound is gonna swallow down an untethered boat in one bite. But, you know, the boat hound has a bit more of a complicated relationship with rowboats than just as a food source. To them, a rowboat is also a means of reproduction. Remember how the boat hound looks almost exactly like a brown wooden rowboat? Well, that's not just by coincidence. The boat hound has actually got a sort of special ability that plays into that visual similarity. If a boat hound ever happens upon a brand new wooden rowboat with no damage, no scratches, no nothing, then it can actually detach its legs from its current body, walk them over to the new rowboat, and then stick its legs onto it, and wouldn't you know it, it's got a brand spanking new body right there. And you know, the fact that boat hounds can do this has even led some scientists to believe that the only truly living part of the creature is in fact its legs. Pretty startling, right? But that's not even the end of it. The wooden rowboat also plays another very important part in the life cycle of the boat hound, as a nest. Occasionally, a boat hound will grab hold of a rowboat and then drag it deep into the mountains, far away from humans. Then, the boat hound will drip just the smallest amount of blood out of the tip of its left ear, which it then covers up with the stolen rowboat, and boom, before you know it, a brand new baby boat hound is coming crawling right out from underneath that rowboat. Just one more of those wretched beasts that you and I are gonna have to worry about. And by the way, in case you were wondering where these things actually came from, they were brought over from Europe by Christopher Columbus way back in 1493. But I'm not really making this video to delve into the ecological history of the boat hound. No. Like, by and large, this is meant to be a warning. And I'm sure by now you understand why I felt I had to do it too. Like, why I had to share this information with the world, because somebody's got to be speaking out about these horrible boat hounds. But, you know, I haven't even told you about the worst part yet. See, back in 1922, when these articles were first published, One of the journalists actually cited a census done back in 1776 that was meant to estimate how many boat hounds there were living in the state of Idaho. And he came up with an alarming but still relatively manageable figure of 5,866,738,571,382,231, which is not too crazy, right? But if you think about it, that was over 200 years ago. So just imagine how many of them things must be running around today. Pretty scary. Thanks for watching.